Before access, what did people use? Filing cabinets. That's all access is. It's an electronic filing cabinet. Carly, question 3. Read it to me. Any time you would put records in a filing cabinet, instead of putting it in an actual file cabinet, you would create an electronic filing cabinet. Anthony, right in front of me. 4. Read it to me. Okay, I just took attendance. What database was that? eSchool. If you have a lunch account, that is a database, the lunch account. I went over the Bear Mountain Bridge using my what? That's a database. Easy Pass.
Do you live over the bridge?
Yes, I do. So eSchool, lunch account, Easy Pass. What else? DMV. Anything to deal with the Department of Motor Vehicles is a database. I went to the library last night and took out a book. Is that a database?
Library catalog?
Library. Yeah, the library catalog is a database too. There are databases all over.
What about like online
Database. Database. What does DBMS stand for? Database Management System. Access is a database management system. How do you create a new database in Access? You click on the blank sheet of paper, and then you click on blank database. Nick, it makes you save it before you do anything. How do you create a table? What view did we create the table in? Design view. What is the primary key used for? To put the records in what? Order. It is used to put the records in order. Primary key and unique identifier are the exact same thing. Primary key and the unique identifier mean the exact same thing. What is the view toolbar? In Access, on the filing cabinet, you have the view toolbar. What function key did we hit to change field size? F6. Save and close out. If you weren't here yesterday, you are going to have to look on with someone else. Here we go. Let's rock and roll. Access is not easy to open. Why? Because it's not supposed to be easy to open, Kelly. It's a database. Log in Access. Go to Open. Let's open what we did yesterday. Look on with your neighbor. Click on Open. If it says Security Warning, hit Open again. Open Fieldstone. Open Fieldstone. Is it there? You have a blue title bar at the top. You have pull-down menus, File, Edit, View. You have your standard toolbar. Your standard toolbar. The name of the filing cabinet is called Fieldstone. Your filing cabinet has one cabinet drawer called what? 8th grade. Your view toolbar is right up here. It says Open, Design, New, Delete, Large icon, Small icon. How did we create a filing cabinet drawer yesterday? What did we click on? We've got one filing cabinet drawer for 8th grade. Look, I need to create one for 9th grade. What am I going to click on? Click on Create Table and Design View. Clickety-click. Are you there? The first field, I'm going to tell you again, if you weren't here, move your seat next to somebody who was. First field is the primary key. Ross Angel, were you here yesterday? Kelly, you can look on with her? Courtney, you good? First field is the primary key. What does the school district use for you for the primary key? Your student ID number. Field name cannot contain period, hyphen, or comma. You can't do it. And you can't just click wherever you want here, because it will close you out. You hit Tab to go across. Hit Tab. What is the data type for student ID? Text. Hit tab. This description cannot be left off. What is it? Primary key. Or you could write unique identifier. It is the same thing. It is not the primary key, Marco, until you say, yo, Mr. Computer, this is what I picked to be the primary key. Marco, how do you tell the computer that that is what you picked? What do you click on? The key on the standard toolbar. Hit it. If that key is not here, your database will look completely different than everybody else's. What function key did we use to go down to field size? Hit F6. Count your student ID number right now. How many digits is it? You have 7. Anyone have 5 digits? The biggest student ID I've ever seen in my life is 8 digits long. So let's plan ahead for the future. Guesstimate what we should make field size. 10. Now wait, field size cannot exceed 255. Do you see that? That's it. It caps out at 255, unless you make a memo data type. Hit F6 again. Hit tab. Type first name. Data type. Text. Hit tab. And put student first name. The description is for the data entry clerk. I don't want her to put your mother's first name. I want her to put your first name. Hit F6. Let me count how long my first name is. Stephanie. 9 characters long. Let's count Kelly's. Kelly. 5. Plan ahead. How big? Let's do 15. Hit F6. Tab. Type last name. Tab. What's the data type? Tab. Hit tab. I am not putting a description for last name. If the data entry clerk doesn't know that your last name should go with the student's first name, then he or she needs to be fired. Hit F6. Last name. How big? Remember my friend? Oliva Potenzo Santiago. 25. Hit F6. Tab. Underneath last name, type address. Hit tab. What's the data type? Hit tab. Description, street address. I don't want this to get cut off, Tracy, because if it's cut off when I use the database to do mailing, you're never going to get your letter. Hit F6. What do you want to make the street address? Let's leave it 50. Hit F6. Tab. Type city. Tab. What's the data type? Text. Hit tab. Hey, I'm not putting a description for city. You should know it should go with the street address. Hit F6. Let's see. Peekskill. Peekskill. 9. West Haverstraw. How big you want to make city? Let's make it 30. Hit F6. Tab. Type state. Tab. What's the data type? Hit tab. Abbreviate is the description. I am telling the data entry clerk to abbreviate state. Hit F6. How big? 2. Oh, I got a trick for you. Ready? Stay down there. When you type state and you abbreviate, is it always supposed to be typed in all capital letters? I hate typing capital letters. There's a way to get the computer to make everything in a field capital letters. Hit the down arrow key once. You're not on field size anymore. You're on what? Format. If you type the greater than symbol in format, it will turn everything in that field to capitals. If you type the wrong symbol, it ain't going to make it capitals. It's going to make it what? Lowercase. Hold down shift and hit the period, the greater than symbol. Hit F6. Hit tab. Type zip code. Tab. Is zip code text or number? Why is it not number? Number is only used when you want to perform a mathematical calculation. When have you sat down and added, multiplied, or divided your zip code? Anytime? So it's text. Hit tab. No description. Hit F6. How big is zip code? 10984. 5. But a zip code is really 10 because there's a hyphen and there's 4 digits after that zip code called the route number. So let's make the field size 10. Hit F6. Tab. Underneath zip code, type home phone. Tab. Text or number. Tab. Hit tab. Type primary phone. I want you to put in what your primary phone number is, where you can be reached. Hit F6 and wait. Does the school district call your houses with an automated phone call? They use the database to do so. You cannot leave off the area code because the database calls you. You leave off the area code and it's not going to get the right number. I don't want to have to type left parenthesis 845 right parenthesis 942 hyphen 3300. I want the computer to put the parentheses and the hyphen in there for me. I can get the computer to do that. To do that, you have to put in what's called an input mask. Listen, because Philip, if you don't know how to do the input mask and you end up typing up the parentheses and the hyphen, I don't care. It's more work. First step into doing an input mask is you must save this file cabinet drawer. Click on the disk on the standard toolbar. This filing cabinet drawer is not for the 8th graders, it's for the what? 9th grade. Save it. And then click down 2 times. You're not on field size, you're not on format, you're on what? Input mask. Input mask is a pre-format that the computer will use to put the symbols on the field for you. You must leave the field size at 50 to do an input mask. If you make the field size 13 and you do an input mask, it won't let you type in the field. When I went to college, back in the day, I had to remember how to type out an input mask. Guess what? The new version of Access has an input mask wizard. Do you want to type it out from scratch or use the wizard? Use the wizard. Are we good? Did you leave the field size at 50? All the way at the end of the row, you see dot, dot, dot? That's the input mask wizard. Click on it. By the way, Chris, every time you log into your email account, you've been using an input mask wizard. See where it says password and it says star, star, star? That's an input mask on your email. We want which one? Phone number. Is it on phone number? Hit what to get to step 2? Next. See what it's going to look like? Gorgeous. Hit next. How do you want to store the data? Do you want with the symbols or without the symbols? With the symbols, because if you don't store it with the symbols and you export this to Excel, the symbols and the hyphen will go away. With the symbols. Hit next. I'm done. What should I hit? Finish. Look at this. Let's count the input mask, Philip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That input mask is 18 characters long. This phone number is 13 characters. That's 31. You can't make the field size 13, Philip, because it won't let you type anything in it. Leave it at 50 to be on the safe side. Hit F6. Tab. Underneath home phone, type gender. Tab. What's the data type? Hit tab. The description is abbreviate. I want you to abbreviate gender. Hit F6. If you're abbreviating gender, what's the field size? 1. Oh no, Tony. I don't want to type a capital F or a capital S. Hit the down arrow key. What can I put, Tony, underneath format so the computer does it for me? The greater than symbol. Hold down shift and hit the period. Tracy, you don't have to know that. You can waste your time typing capital letters yourself. Hit F6. Tab. Underneath gender, type final exam. Tab. I am using your final exam, Courtney, to calculate your GPA. What is the data type? Number. I am using it in a calculation. Hit tab. Not putting a description. Hit F6. Tracy, I know you don't change the field size for a number field or a number data type because it doesn't say 50 down there. It says what? Long integer. Hit F6. Do you want to save the changes we added to this table? Click on the disk again. Did you resave it? You are in Design View. Design View is to enter fields. Scott, what did we click on to flip-flop views? First button on the standard toolbar. Look, Judy, I didn't say click on the pull down. I said click on the button. You're in Design View. It's the first button on the standard toolbar. Are you in Data Sheet View? Hit the first button on the standard toolbar. Are you back to Design View? Hit the first button on the standard toolbar. Are you back to Data Sheet View? Let's try it out. Type 0, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, 2, 3, 4, 5. You must type information going across in a database. Hit tab. Type Timmy. Is it important to capitalize? If you don't capitalize, this whole database stinks. How am I going to use it to do mailings? Hit tab. Type Smith. Tab. Type 106 Hammond Road. Tab. City. Field. Tab. Type New York. N-E-W. Oh. What's the problem, people? Why can't I type the W? You made the field size 2. So if you don't want to abbreviate, Philip, you would need to go back to Design View, click on State, and change the field size from 2 to something bigger. I don't want to do that. But you could type New York in lowercase letters. Remember we put the format the greater than symbol on it? Hit tab. Do they automatically turn to capitals? 10984 is the zip. Tab. Are you ready to see the input mask? Are you ready? Watch the magic. 8, 4, 5. Look at that. 9, 4, 2, 3, 1, 0, 0. Does it put the parentheses and the hyphen in there for you? Hit tab. Let's make the gender M lowercase. Did we put the greater than symbol on format for that? Hit tab. Does it turn to a capital M? Type 99. Hit tab. You must type information going across. Okay, hit tab again. The next person's first name is Amy. Hit the down arrow key. The next person's first name is Joan. Whoa, what happened? What is the error message that comes up? Index or primary key cannot contain a null value. What does the word null mean? Nothing. What is the index or primary key? Same thing. It's the student ID number. Did we type something in there? No. So, okay, hit OK. Get rid of Amy. We're not going to use her. I don't know her student ID. Get rid of her. Now hit the red X to shut the drawer. Do you still get the error message, index or primary key, can't contain a null value? How irritating. Hit OK. As soon as it says, do you want to close the database? No. As soon as you hit tab, you get an empty file folder, and the computer wants to know how to put this in the filing cabinet. How do I get rid of this empty filing folder? Hit escape. Escape, escape. Hit the red X. Did it close out? Yes. Double click on 8th grade. Clickety click. Are you in data sheet view? Look, the first person we put in yesterday was you. You ain't the first person anymore. The second person on the ditto yesterday was Teresa Adams. She ain't first anymore. Teresa Adams is all the way down. Why is everybody in a different order? It organized it by the what? Primary key. Do you see how it will always, as soon as you shut this drawer, it's going to reorganize it by primary key? What if I click down here and added 0283? When I shut this drawer, will they be the first record? Yes. Hit the red X, shut the drawer. Look up here. I didn't say open up 9th grade. I had said just to open up 8th grade. How many tables do you have? 2. We made 2, correct? Click on 8th grade. Is it blue? Yes? Look up here. You can open up 8th grade in Data Sheet View by double-clicking or next hitting Open on your View toolbar. Hit Open on your View toolbar. How do you flip-flop to Design View? Hit the first button on the standard toolbar. Are you in Design View? Hit the first button on the standard toolbar. Are you in Data Sheet View? Shut the drawer. Hit the red X. Click on 9th grade. What if I said, from here, Courtney, I want you to open up 9th grade in Design View? What would you click on the View toolbar? Design. Hit it. Are you in Design View? Hit the red X. Double-click on 9th grade. The first person on this 9th grade ditto, Philip, is Terry Leverage. When I log in, she ain't first anymore because it reordered everybody by the what? Primary key. Be careful. When you open up 8th grade, it's going to be all in a different order. Put a little dot next to the people you did. Hit the red X. I want you to finish this document.